Hey everybody, what's going on? Mellowlink here with another top moves. This time Kunimitsu. And after going through her moves and seeing what she's all about, I think she might even be my favorite to get into the game. Close with Armor King, but I don't know. She's just a lot quicker, smoother, and I don't know, just plays a lot like how I would like to play. Like lots of quick mids, quick lows, lots of mix-ups with her full crouch game. Anyway, let's get straight into it and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so her first move is 1-1. It's her 10 frame punish. It's safe. And the reason I put this in is because unlike a lot of 10 frame punishes, it's high mid. So, you know, if you're ever caught doing this in the open, someone can just duck and punish you, but the high mid stops anyone from doing anything and puts you at frame advantage if it hits. Next up, we got your regular run-of-the-mill down forward 2. Safe, mid, you know the drill. And if you think the opponent's going to do a low, sometimes down forward 2 stuffs you up because it doesn't actually low crush. So that's where you could use up forward 3, which is her hop knee, and you get a pretty decent juggle out of it because they actually fly pretty high when you do the up forward 3. But be careful because that one's -13. But the down forward 2 is safe. Next up, we got 2-2, which is her 12 frame punish. It's high mid and it's safe. So, you know, if you interrupt your opponent and they're trying to like smash on you, you know, if they keep doing down forward 1, stuff like that, maybe you do a sidestep string, sidestep and then do a string. This would be the string to do, 2-2, because it's safe. And obviously being a punish, it's a natural combo as well. So this is, I would say, one of her best lows, but it's not actually a good low, if that makes sense. But you know, you got to take what you can get. Down back 4 is actually -14 and only 16 damage, so you don't get that much bang for your buck, but you do need a reason to make them duck, so you might as well do this low, because pretty much every other low she has besides generic lows are launch punishable. So this could possibly be her most important move of her whole kit. It's a mid poke, right? Forward 4. But if you hold forward, it goes into one of her stances. So it's super good as a mid poke, and it's also good for mix-ups straight after, even if it's blocked. You know, you can scare your opponent by doing stance mix-ups before that. And usually any quick move that goes into stance is hugely to your benefit. You know, because the stance is there for a reason. You just got to figure out how you can use it, and this move is a great way to segue into that. Alright, so I'll quickly brush over the stance I just talked about. So forward 3 is how to manually go into the stance. The best options out of that stance are, if you do forward 1-2-4, that's a string and has a lot of complex stuff to go with it. So if you do forward 1 by itself, safe. Then 2 is actually delayable as well. And if you delay that and you hit them with that, you get a counter hit combo. If they're blocked, if the move's blocked, you get pushback. And if you finish the string 1-2-4, it's a safe mid and it knocks them face down. So you get a follow up from that as well. So just from that string alone, you can create endless mix-ups. And the other move that's really good is 2 when you're in the stance. It's a safe mid, and on counter hit, it's a combo. So if they start ducking from the 1-2, from the 1-2-4 string we just talked about, you can get them with the 2, and if they press a button, yeah, they get counter hit comboed. So the next move I got here, it's -10, but it's so worth it. It's down forward 12, and obviously it's a natural hit launcher, so that's 34 damage launcher, and it can be picked up for a full combo, as you can see here. I think it's totally worth risking -10 frames for a full combo. You know, a 1-1-2 or whatever. Some characters have even worse punishes than 1-1-2. It's totally worth going for the risk, and yeah, if you do a lot of lows, you can condition them to duck and land that launcher. So forward 3 is another stance you can go into. It's only got 2 moves out of it, and only one is really useful, which is the one I'm showing you here. It's a launch punishable low, and I know what you're probably thinking. You know, when they do the flip, I'm just going to duck, right? That would be true because the other options are high, but if you just don't do anything and you just jump, the mix-ups are actually endless. You can do the flip, do nothing, and then do a low, or do the flip, do nothing, and then do a mid. You know, a lot of people, they often duck straight away, and if the move doesn't come out, they just stand back up. So that's where you have them panicked, and you can mix them up. So yeah, The low is really good as well though, because it gives you a full combo. So that's a really good 50-50 for when your opponent stops pressing buttons. So next up we got down 1, which is a safe mid poke, and it's one of those meaty mids that if you think they're going to duck, just to pressure them with. And even if they block it, that's fine, because there's no real risk because it's safe. So don't be afraid to sometimes throw those meaty mids out, just to get a bit more damage. So this move is really interesting, down forward 1-3. So usually if down forward 1 has an extension, it's usually down forward 1-1 or down forward 1-2. That's about it, right? But in this case, it has a launcher attached to it. Now it's only -10, and if you haven't discovered, from your history of playing Tekken, people will always try to interrupt your pressure after down forward 1. Because they know jabs beat it. If they're a good player, they'll know that jabs beat down forward 1 if you keep using that in a row. So having this launch at the end of it and it only being -10 makes this a great string, and perfect for people who try to interrupt you, because they're going to get counter hit and launch straight after. So this is probably my favorite move from Kunimitsu. It's down forward 3-2. Now, the reason I like it so much is it's a mid-low, but you can cancel the low and go straight into full crouch. And she has so many options from full crouch. Like you can go into full crouch and do 3, or you can go into full crouch and just do a regular launcher if you're feeling confident, or even the safe while standing 1-1. There's plenty you can do from here, and if the opponent gets sick of guessing your mix-ups, just finish the string and you get a low out of it that trips them over. So down forward 3+4 is a really good poke just to mix it up. It's a mid, it's safe, and it's +5 on hit, so it's really good to use in your arsenal. And it's bound to catch your opponent by surprise when they haven't seen it before. On top of this, if people are unfamiliar with the move, they might think it's punishable just by how it looks, so you can definitely trap people with this and then just punish their unsafe move. So forward 1+2 is probably the best mid she's got. It's a knockdown, it leaves them head first as a knockdown as well, and it's safe. And as you guys all know by now, I've said it a million times, when you get a knockdown, you're at an advantage straight away, and the opponent has to guess on what you're going to do next. They literally can't interrupt you, because if they do, you can counter hit them. So this move's great for that, and it can be used at your leisure due to it being safe. So this would have to be her most effective low, full crouch down forward 3. If you play Yoshimitsu, you've seen this before. It's a low that gives you a full combo and a full crouch mix-up. So after copying one of these, the opponent's going to be hesitant to stay standing because they don't want to get hit by another one of those. Think of it like a house sweep, except it's more, you get more reward for it. So obviously then you can start doing mid moves to mix it up. You can do while standing 1, you can do while standing 3, just like I was saying before. And yeah, her full crouch game is really, really good. So if it was up to me, I would get the conditioning going right from the get-go and do this full crouch down forward 3. Get them with at least 1, so then they're afraid to stay standing after that. So Kunimitsu actually has quite a lot of back-turned options. So I'm just going to go through the best ones. So you can do 1-2, which is safe, and if you get them with the second hit, it's a counter hit knockdown. 3 is safe as well, which is a mid, and it also knocks him down head first for a free follow-up. You've also got back turn 1+2, which is a bit more damage, and it's also a safe mid. So this is super great, and you get to see the use of her Kunais, which is pretty cool. And finally, you've got back turn down 4, which obviously high crushes. And you're probably thinking, yeah, it's so seeable the second hit, I can just block the second hit, right? You can, but because while standing 4 is actually 11 frames, you can't punish it because this is only -10. So the best you can get is a crouch jab as a punish. But this move I think was intended for people trying to interrupt you, because if they try to interrupt, the second hit's guaranteed. So it's a counter hit combo. So the final move I got on here, much like Armor King, she has a very quick unblockable. It's only 30 frames, which is pretty much half of any other unblockable. It's super quick, it is a high, but I think with the right conditioning, when the opponent's waiting for your next mix-up, you can fit in this unblockable and maybe even finish a round with it, because yeah, I think it's pretty quick and pretty usable, and it makes for a pretty stylish finish. But yeah, that's up to you. If you guys don't think that's a good move, you don't have to use it. I personally think it's really cool, and if she gets put in, there's going to be videos of me trying to do it. I'll show you. Alright everyone, that does it for Kunimitsu. She's super cool. She's actually my front runner now for who I hope gets into Season 2. We'll have to wait and see if she's popular enough, but hopefully by watching my video you see the kind of character she is and work out if she's the kind of character for you. But yeah, so next up we got Jinpachi, which I'm pretty excited to check out his moves. I've never tested him out, but you know, he's in the Mishima bloodline, so I'm hoping he plays a little bit like a Mishima. He has some of similar moves because they are my favorite. But yeah, look forward to that, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take it easy.